Super here, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of What If Deku Was the Son of Slenderman. Now, where we last left off,
Guys,
was...
hold the door closed and someone stay at the door.
Sorry, my brother was being annoying. Yeah. So where we last left off, Deku got in with flying colors, because I made him OP. And I want to give a shout out to Rex Demon because we're going to be doing his ship, which will be Deku X Teenage Lazari.
We're not going to do that right now because we're about to have breakfast. Just saying.
So, yeah. So, okay, here we go. Next day, All Might did his entrance and all that, and everyone went to get dressed, and Kirishima saw all of his cuts and scars, and he asked what happened. And Deku replied with, I got these by training with my Aunt Jane, because like everyone in the mansion is like either a brother or a sister, an uncle or an aunt to him. And this is his costume. Him and Slenderman work together, and in this he does not idolize or fanboy over All Might. He idolizes Slenderman, his father.
Nope, my room.
So he walked out, and Lazari liked and Lazari saw him, because Lazari, I'm putting her in class 1A. There'll be one extra person in it. And she says she likes it, and that it reminds her a lot of Slenderman. And Deku replied with, yeah, I know. Me and my dad made it together. And put down in the comments if Deku should get one for all or not. That would be an interesting combination of Slenderman powers plus one for all. Ooh, that's gonna be OP. They start, they start the train, and it's Deku and Lazari as heroes, and then Bakugo and Ida as, or wait, no, should Bakugo and Ida do this one? Yeah, it's gonna be Bakugo and Ida. Screw it. So they get there, and Deku and Lazari work together a lot since they both live at the house. Yeah. No, they just they just hang out a lot. They're friends. They're old friends. So, Lazari uses her powers to bust down the door, while Deku teleports to the roof to get in from there, which is going to be the quickest thing. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. He gets in and runs into Bakugo, because Bakugo just was all his way down to where Lazari would be right now. And Bakugo growls. What are you doing here, damn Deku? Deku replied with, going after the bomb, like the training exercise is supposed to be. Bakugo growled and basically charged at Deku with a explosion. Deku dodged and grabbed his Bakugo's wrist and threw him, and then got into a fighting stance. And Bakugo said, "Where'd you get that damn power, you useless Deku?" Deku replies with, "I've always had it. I just never used it." This pisses Bakugo off, and he charges at him. Deku teleports behind him and does a roundhouse kick to Bakugo in the head, sending him flying into the wall. And since Deku has done a lot of sparring with Jeff, he knows how to tick someone off to the point where they lose, to where they can't even think. Because it's Jeff. Thinking isn't his strong suit. So Bakugo gets angry and uses his wrist grenade or whatever the hell it was. Howitzer, I think it was how. Comment down below what it was. I don't know. I also just now remembered Deku's mom's name was Inko. Late timing. Anyway, Deku sprouts out his tentacles and actually stops the explosion coming at him with his tentacles. Because I think Slenderman once did that. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Probably. But I'm gonna say he can. And Deku launches it away from where the bomb was. He launched it upwards, as since they were on the top floor, as to cause as minimal damage as possible, as to not make. He's basically treating it like a real battle, and then he teleports behind Bakugo and basically just smashes him with a bunch of tentacles, and then wraps one of his tentacles around Bakugo and then puts the tape on him. Then he goes to the room, and Lazari got up and saw the last scenes of the battle and basically was like, "The hell happened here?" He's about going like, "Well, that explains it." Yep. Basically, Ida did his whole ha ha ha. Mighty brave of you to come here, puny hero. Deku rolled his eyes a little and basically whacked Ida away with a tentacle. Walked over to the bomb, touched it, and the exercise ended. All Might went on the speakers and said, "Heroes win!" They then went. Then when they went to the
Your dad wants you.
And then when they went to the evaluation of how good they did, Deku, instead of Ida doing the best, Deku did, since he caused the least amount of damage and basically got stuff done quickly because he OP. Yeah. Um. Put down put down in the comments below what my next video should be, or what my next what if should be. Also, I'm not very familiar with a lot of animes, so like some of them I might not get, like Dragon Ball Z. I don't watch any of that, or Naruto, or stuff like that. I'm not familiar with it. Um, I'm mainly gonna do Deku what ifs because that's like one of the only animes I know. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So what's so then everything else stayed the same, and then I'm gonna skip to the USJ incident because I don't know what to do other than that. I don't. So everyone was on their way back. Or not on their way back. On their way to USJ, and basically everyone was hanging around Lazari and Deku, and was asking about what their quirks were. Lazari didn't want to talk about it because she doesn't like talking about about how she got her powers or why she has her powers. She's not really a big fan of Zalgo at all. Like, she doesn't like him at all. She hates him. And Deku said that he inherited his power from his father. They asked who he was, but Deku would not give the name. They got there, and then 13 did her whole thing. Uraka fangirled. And what? Gosh. Okay. Um, Deku gotta chill up his spine like something was wrong. And Slenderman has described the feeling of what Zalgo felt like every time he was near, just in case, and Deku's eyes widened, realizing that it was Zalgo's presence nearby. And Lazari could smell him, and both their eyes widen as a black portal opens up, with Zalgo walking through. Now, he's in his human form, which is basically a guy with black hair, and he's in a suit, basically. Like, kind of like Slenderman's suit, but all buttoned up and, well, fancier. Along with Shiraki, the Nomo, and Kurogiri, and also all the other villains. Froppy, Mineta, and Deku and Lazari all everyone gets teleported. Froppy and Mineta are still with Deku, but so is Lazari. And Deku landed in the water, looked around and saw a guy coming at him and basically just smacked him away with a tentacle. Froppy helped them all up onto the boat, and all the guys watched. All the films watched and waited, basically. Deku, um, um, Mineta and Froppy explained their quirks, seeing that Ozari and Deku didn't really have a choice at the moment. Deku explained that his father was Slenderman and that all of his skills he got from training with Jeff the Killer, Eyeless Jack, and Jane the Killer. And he trained using his powers with Slenderman, his father. And Lazari explained that her power was similar to the man in the suit, who she said was her father, and also called Zalgo. And Slenderman is a very wide known thing. He is a known urban legend. And Deku asked for them to keep this a secret. They agreed and came up with a plan. Lazari transformed into her full demon form. Deku wrapped a tentacle around her and jumped up, spun around and threw her to the ground. And when she punched the ground, she did that like in the anime, the whirlpool was made. He grabbed her with a tentacle, picked her up. Froppy grabbed Mineta and jumped away with him while he did his whole freak out while throwing all of his balls. I want to make a further joke, but I also don't want to get demonetized. I don't. Deku and Lazari landed on land while Mineta and Froppy landed in the water. Mineta did his hug to Froppy, and then she started drowning him. And anyone who's seen the anime in that part, they know exactly why. They know exactly why. So, she, Aizawa was getting attacked by the Nomu. And Shiraki walked over to Froppy about to I forgot.
You can do it.
I'm spacing out of what his quirk is. Shigaraki.
Shigaraki dissolve, like when you touch his stuff.
Yeah, dissolve. He was about to dissolve her. Deku saw it and rushed over to help, and basically jumped up with about to give him a hell of a beating with his tentacles.
You gotta bleep that out. Not family friendly.
My channel ain't family friendly. So I was talking to my stepsister. Yeah. The Nomu stepped in and took all the hits, but was knocked onto its back. And Deku can transform to look like Slenderman, but he doesn't do it a lot. But more he can't do it because he doesn't know how. It mainly happened. The first time it happened is when Jane got kidnapped by people who wanted to study her and basically tortured her. Basically tortured her, and he got really pissed about it and beat the crap and basically went genocidal on them, killed them all. He went raw, apparently. And this is and Deku was at that point, so he basically transformed into Slenderman and basically teleported behind the Nomu and whacked it, sending it flying, grabbed its leg with using his tentacle and basically just smacked it around. And then impaled it with using all of his tentacles and then had him burst out of him. Basically now the Nomu was nothing but a leg, nothing but a pair of legs, a pair of arms, and a head. Deku walked over and basically crushed the Nomu's head by stepping on it. Zalgo smirked and told Shigaraki that it's time to retreat. Shigaraki argued with it, but Zalgo gave him a terrifying stare that would shake even Slenderman, or Slendy, like I like to call him. And he basically got scared and agreed, and they all went back. All Might, Deku turned back. All Might got there saying, I'm too late. Yeah, he realized that the battle was won, and he saw Deku tired as all hell, and Deku actually passed out and fainted, landing on the ground. And All Might rushed over. Everyone got there. Deku was taken to the hospital. Slenderman went there in his human form. And so did Inko, and Jeff, and Jane, and Jack, and all of them. It was a big group of people who went there. All in their human forms. So they all looked human. Well, I guess technically they wouldn't have to look human. I mean, if you've seen the anime, a lot of people don't look human, so I'd say the ones that aren't really that recognizable would stay their form. But like the ones that are super famous and known, turn human, so they hide. They check on them and say that Deku, and the doctor said that Deku passed out from exhaustion and has no injuries whatsoever. They all relieved. Deku is released, and they go home. And and then during the time off that they get after the attack, Deku was training the entire time, and I'm going to leave it off here. And in the next episode, Deku will be going to the sports festival. I will see you all next time. Reaper out.